at again with another video. You feel me? So before we get started, make sure you guys like this video, comment on this video, and subscribe. I'm gonna give you guys a second to subscribe. Okay, that's more than enough time. And I'm sorry, I'm stealing someone's little intro trying to test it out, but it's cool. So this story is a story time that I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what it is. So this story time is about these old dudes. What's old dude that I met? So let's give you guys a little backtrack real quick. So to my ladies, I never know this ever happens to a guy. So to my ladies, y'all know when you go outside and you walking or you know driving and you going to your little placey or whatever, and like these old dudes just approach you out of nowhere talking about, let me get your number, and you say no. They ask you what's your name, you tell them a whole different name. You ask them about their age, or they ask you about your age, and you just lie, and then they keep it pushing. But my butterflies, this one was something serious. So let me give you guys a little back history on like how I met this person up to what led to the story time. Okay, so if you guys seen my workout vlog, the workout vlog I did last year, like literally last year, where I was just, you know, doing my little workout. I was showing you guys how I work out, what I do when I go outside. I was also sharing with you guys like my track list, what I'm listening to, and I carried my phone with me before I had the whole setup that I have now. So let me just explain to you. So every time I go outside and I worked out in the summer, it was someone's dad hollering at me out of nowhere, and someone's older son hollering at me somewhere, and they just weren't my type, but they were trying to holler at me. And I always told them that I got a boyfriend, you know, like keep it pushing. And they'd be like, can we be friends? And I'm just like, no, not even for like 10 seconds, not even for like a week. Just no, like I'm good off that, because I know if you already like me already and we start becoming friends, you're gonna try and make a pass at me, and it's not gonna be pretty. Period. So the person of the story, we're gonna call him Fudge, and the reason I'm gonna call him Fudge is, well, I'm calling y'all figure out why I'll call him Fudge later on in the story, but I'll tell you guys why. So every time I was going out in the summer, I would always hear like a motorcycle noise, that motorcycle horn, or I would see a truck pass by with a label on it, and or I would see like a BMW pull up, or just coming cruising down and just honking at me too. And I'd always be like, I'd be like, what the fuck? Like, what's going on? Like, what is legitimately going on? Like, I look at my outfit some of the times. I'm like, my work outfit was not, my outfit was not that cute. Um, it wasn't something like over the top or glamorous. Like literally, it was biker shorts and an oversized sweater with champion kicks, and my hair was always like up in a bun or at the back. Like it was nothing serious. Um, my face was bipolar those days. Like it really wasn't that serious. So I was very confused as to why people were like, this person was honking at me all the time, and they never like slowed down their honking, whatever. But on this particular day, this is how I met Fudge. So um one workout session, I was walking, and I showed you guys like my location where I worked out in my workout vlog. So that's where I was literally going to. I was doing an hour of light jogging, um, squats, sumo squats, um, running, um, jumping jacks, and some leg kicks, some booty workouts, some abdominal workouts, some belly workouts for an hour. So like within the hour, I'd be portioning my workout. So by the time the hour come, those last 5 minutes, I'd be ready to like go. So at this particular workout, I was done. I had literally 20 minutes to spare, I believe, but I was already done. But like I didn't want to like finish it. Like the workout was already like done. Like and then more people started coming where I was working out as well. So it was getting crowded, and then on top of that, there was a whole soccer game being ready to like start playing, and the dad boys were coming out to watch their kids play, and you had dudes about to play basketball. There's just a whole lot going on. So there was gonna be no room for me to actually like work out because the whole area was taken up. So I just thought as a sign to go home. So y'all know me, like I'm walking, like I'm just walking, I'm listening to my music, I'm just vibing, I'm just all turned up, like I'm just vibing and turning up. I'm just enjoying myself, like I'm on my own little world. I feel good about myself. I feel like I'm on top. I just really feel myself, and the music is not even in like something to like be like like we vibing, like it's not even something to be like like it's a party song I'm listening to, so like I'm all turned up and like I'm in my own little like world or whatever, trying to come home. So when I'm going home, it's like two sidewalks. I always switch it up when I'm walking home, but this time I decided to go on the sidewalk that's on the same block as my home. So I'm crossing, and I'm walking. I'm listening to my music, and the BMW that I saw stopped me. Like literally just cut in front of me as I'm walking. Like mind you, listen to my music, I'm zoned out. Like I'm not even paying attention to like the surroundings. My only focus is you get home, cool off, shower, and like drink some water and stay hydrated. I watch like my TV. Like, I'm not really caring about anything right now. My only focus is to go home and catch those last few minutes to make sure I get home. So actually, like I told you guys, I see this BMW. This BMW, like, cuts me. So let me explain where it cut me. So when I'm walking home, there's this certain area, and this area is like a circle. It's half a circle of houses, right? So it's like 5 or 4 houses within that circle. So I'm walking and I'm almost near like the circle, right? To the BMW, just like, just like swear it was right in front of me. And I'm like, what the hell? So all of a sudden, like, this person rolls down the window. And guys, he rolls down the window and he's like, hi. And I'm like, hi. And then he's like, I seen you around and I seen you work out a lot and you're about your thing. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about working out. trying to look good for this summer or next summer coming. I'm really trying to get myself, back together in that little shape. You feel me? So he's like, okay. He's like, I've seen your rounds, and I like you, and you want to exchange like numbers. I'm like, no, I have a boyfriend. I'm good. Like, he's like, but we can be friends, but we can be friends, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And I start walking back home. He rolls his window up and he goes. So, mind you, at this point, I had a feeling, y'all, that I was going to see Fudge, and that's how I first met Fudge, by the way. But I had a feeling that I was gonna start seeing Fudge literally every single time I was done working out. So I was like, okay, let me change my workout schedule from when I start work out to like maybe at like 3 in the afternoon, closer to when it's like dinner time and me time, right? Okay, so that's one particular day I had plans to work out, and I could not work out, y'all. Like, my hair was a mess. I looked a mess. I looked dusty. I looked raggedy. I looked like I just like woke up out of a hole. Like, the meme that would describe me was like, I looked like the Bratz, that Bratz meme, but except my face was not that clear. It was not pretty. It was a dang raggedy daggedy daggedy ass mess. So I said to myself, like, I looked at the products that I use for my hair, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go stock up on some products. So I'm on my phone at home, I open my memo and I'm making like a list of things that I need, and I'm like, I don't need to go over this list. I don't need to impulse buy. I need to go to get and then dip. So I'm writing my list, and I'm like, okay, I need some moisture for my hair. I need some leave-in conditioner for my hair. I need a scalp treatment for my hair. Um, and I see like my color was fading, so I'm like, okay, I need 2 boxes of like hair dye, and I probably need a new tie head or whatever. And I'm like, okay, I need some lip glosses too, cause like I don't have a lip gloss anymore. I did that list. I put it in my pocket, and I'm like, you know what? Let me actually work out too. Let me not take the bus. Let me actually make this little trip convenient. So, what's that, guys? So, I put on my workout clothes. Um, I put on my two-waist trainers. I put on my shoes. I closed my door. I have my fanny pack. I have my scarf. I asked, little miss, girly girl, the weather. And she told me the weather. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I can bring a jacket. So I'll put on a vest, and I put on a woolly ass scarf, y'all. And I'm like, time to go. So I take the stairs. The stairs, go downstairs. I'm out the door. I see people looking at me mad wild, and I'm like, in my head, can I help you? Like, can I help you? Like, and I just go. And I have my water with me, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just take this convenience. So I'm going, right, guys? And I walk pretty fast when I have music, so I notice that I'm close to Circle House. So I go there and I see like Fudge is already parked at Circle House. I stop and I'm like, dang, like, even if I change my like workout schedule, he's still gonna be there. Like, he's still gonna be there. Like, I can't even cut a break or no slack or nothing. So he's already at Circle House. So he sees me coming, and he's just rolls down his window, y'all. Like, he rolls down his window, and he's all like, let me bring my Pato accent out real quick. So he's all like cock up, sir, and like him hand on the rest board them of the car, and he has that little like light skin face, whatever. By the way, he's not light skinned, but he has a little light skin face, and he has like the girls popping out, and like he's all like, "Hey," and I'm like, "Hi," and he's like, "Where y'all go?" And I'm like, "I'm running errands," and he's like, "Can I drop you there?" And I'm like, "No, like I need to get this work on." And he's being persistent, y'all. Like he's like, "Let me drop you there now. Let me drop you there now." And I'm like, "No, like you already see me. I have my workout stuff on. Like I need to like use this opportunity to work out." So then, y'all, he's like, "You need some money, like you need some like dinero to go where you need to go." And I'm like, "I'm straight, like I got it, like I'm straight. I know what I'm gonna go get." He's like, "Okay, okay, okay." So he's like, "So let me take you out, let's me and you go out for like a coffee or a bite to eat or something." That's along the lines of what Fudge said. So I'm looking at Fudge and I'm like, "Fudge, I got a boyfriend." Like, he's like, "I know you told me like last time you had a boyfriend or whatever." So my dumbass was like, "You know what? If I see you again, I'll give you my number." He's like, "Okay." He's like, "All right, all right, all right, bet." Mind you, I'm just trying to say anything to keep it pushing. So I'm thinking, like, I'm not ever going to see Fudge again. Like, this is the last time I'm going to see Fudge. Like, I got it together. I'm good. So, long story short, y'all, I go, I come back, I get my stuff. Fudge's car passes by again. He's double honking me. I then I start dying of laughter. And I go home. The following day, I took a break. I think 2 weeks passed by before I actually start working out again. So this day, I think it was a Friday, right? That I go outside. And one day of the week, I went outside. And I have my little normal outfit on, da 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 da, go, da da do my thing, whatever. So, finish my workout, my hour workout. I'm on my way home. I cross the street again. I'm going to Circle House. Fudge ain't there. I'm just like, yeah, I did it. Like, I actually avoided him. Like, oh, yes, girl, we did that. Like, we did that. Like, we ain't gonna see Fudge anymore. Like, we good. Like, we ain't gonna see Fudge anymore. So I'm like cheering, I'm like clapping, I'm just in my head, I'm cheering, I'm clapping. Like, I'm doing a little cartwheel in my head. I'm like, yes. I'm going home and I see like how my house is like, how my system is like lined up to go to my house. There is 3 driving ways before you get into the house because like different places as well. So I gotta pass 2 before I get to my one housing unit. So I'm going there, like I'm going there. I'm not happy. That's my music. A truck rolls down his window, y'all. When I say rolls down his window, rolls down his window, y'all. Like I said, like rolls down his window. And like I can see lips moving, but like I'm not even home yet. I'm not even at my station. Like I'm still like, I would say like I'm coming in through like the block. So I'm like, I think like I'm like 20 minutes away from my house, 20 meters, 30 meters, however you say it, distance from my house. And I'm walking in now to like past those driveways I say to go to my house. And like I said, the truck rolls down the window and this person's like talking, and I'm looking at them. I'm not trying to look at them. Like, I'm not even paying attention to them. But like, I peep the window, so I'm like, oh Lord, like, are arguments going on during the driveway? Kiki, like, whatever. I ignore it, whatever. So now I'm getting closer, y'all. Like, I'm getting closer, closer. I get closer to my area, and the person is still talking, and they're looking directly at me. Guess who it was, y'all? Guess who it was? Yes, God, it was motherfucking Fudge. Fudge stopped my damn walkway of coming home and was talking to me. So, like, Fudge is like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. I'm going on my way home. I'll see you later. And then Fudge stops me again. He's like, oh, remember how you said that if the next time, we run into each other, you was when we were gonna exchange numbers? And I was like, I said that? Like, I'm playing stupid. Like, I'm like, I said that? Like, I said all that? He was like, yeah, you did. And I was okay, you know what? I'm a woman of my word. So if I say something, then I'm going to do it. The way he was hype, y'all, when I say hype, like, he had a whole sticky pad ready and a pen and was like, what's your number? So I tell him my number and he writes it down. He's like, I'm gonna text you so we can eventually link. And I'm like, okay, like, cool, like, cool, like, it ain't nothing, like, okay, cool. And I'm like, well, I have to get ready for my birthday, but I don't want to link. I'm gonna be out of town for my birthday. He's like, when's your birthday? And I tell him, and he's like, okay, let me know what you want. I'm always on the road. I'm always making that, top dollars. So, you know, um, if you want anything like a Chanel bag or something extravagant, you let me know, okay? And I said, okay. And he's like, before you leave here, it's not money, y'all. It wasn't money. It wasn't dollars. It wasn't dinero. It wasn't like an example of his business. It was literally what it kind of was, but it was his business card, and you like, my number's on the back. Call me or whatever. So I get home. I just stashed the card somewhere, I believe, and then like I forgot about it. And then he had my number, so he started texting me. And at first the conversation was on some friendly base ass shit. So I said, you know what? Let me take this as opportunity, since this man wants to do so much, want to give so much. Let me take this shit as like an opportunity for him to give me my shit. Then dip. So, we talk. I linked his number through like WhatsApp. If you guys know what that is, it's like how you talk to family, some like internationally and stuff like that. So I linked his number through WhatsApp, and I didn't text him straight. I just him through WhatsApp, and like we talked and we texted. I'm not like nasty as shit. Like, so I'm like, hi, nice to meet you. He sent me pictures of all his cars, like, and his motorcycles, where he stays, his unit or whatever. And then he was like, send me a picture of you, and I sent him one picture of me. And then next thing you know, y'all, I got an inappropriate video from him. A very inappropriate video from him. I don't even know how to process the video that I got from him. Like, not so this day. Like, at the time, I did not know. I was like, what the actual fuck is this? The fact I'm working out, so I low key felt insulted at the exact same time. of the video that he sent me, but oh my god, I was like, damn, do I still look like that? Like, I'm working my ass out. Do I still look like that? Like, do I? So, let me tell you what he sent me. He sent me a 2 to 3 minute clip of some girl the size of Precious. If you've seen that movie, then you know. He sent me some girl the size of Precious. I guess that was supposed to be me. And then he sent a video of some really skinny guy. Some very skinny guy that I guess is supposed to be him. And they're in the farm and she's sitting on like a bench and he eat her out. Like he eat her out. And I'm like, what the actual hell, yo? So I throw my phone down. I'm like, I'm not for entertain enough. It's like I'm gonna turn it off. Like I'm not trying to like entertain this no more. So I stopped texting him or whatever, and he was just like, so I stopped texting him, and then I think we organized, a plan to like go out or something. So I was like, okay, he's like, we don't want you to get to know each other because, like, we're going to be starting a friendship. We're going to, like, blossom a friendship or whatever. So he said that we should get to know each other, which is true. Like, if you're going to be friends with somebody, you should at least know the person that you're going to be around for however so long. So he's like, where do you want to go? And I'm like, I don't know. We could drive around and like go to McDonald's or something. Because in my mind, like, I'm trying to go in a public place. Like, I'm not trying to go in no like private VIP area. Like, I need to know that I'm somewhere public. So if I need to run, bitch, I need to run. If I feel violated, I need to run. Like, I need to be in a public place where there's people, cars, and people can actually see me and I can actually freaking run. Like, bitch, I don't know you. So, I said McDonald's. And McDonald's where I'm at, there's a whole housing unit. And then across from there, if you go up more, there's a highway and a mall. So, if I need to run somewhere, bitch, I'm gonna run into McDonald's and say, help, help. And someone call 911 and I hide under the cashier station at McDonald's. I'm pulling my deal, hop over the counter and hide. And then find my own way home. So we drive around and he's like, do you know where the nearest McDonald's is? And I'm like, there's one on like Jane. Close to like, the Jane area, whatever. So he's like, okay, cool. So he's like, you know what? Just know that you can order anything you want. It's on me. So I said, okay. Mind you, like, I don't know him like that. So I don't want it to be like, okay, I order something, pretty pricey. And then you tell me later down the line that I want that money back. Like, I'm gonna be smart about it. So I just say, you know what? I just want a strawberry milkshake, which I love those guys, by the way. And I just want a McChicken. Like, that's it. Like, within the calories range, that's what I want. And I can burn that off. Simple. So he's like, you don't want any fries? And I'm like, no. And he's like, sure you don't want like something else? And I'm like, no, like I'll take that. I'm good. So he orders that. And he orders like a combo for himself. And then he's like, do you want to like go, drive around somewhere? Or do you guys want to like park and eat? And I'm like, you know what? We could park and eat and get to know each other. The outfit I was wearing, I think I was wearing my bubble jacket. My red bubble jacket. I was wearing my black pants and I was wearing Uggs, my black Uggs and thing, and I had my hair in like the way I have it now, and I had like some lip gloss, and I think I had eyelashes that day. So we park literally at the park and we eat, and long story short, we get to know each other, and he didn't seem all that bad. Like, he sounded actually wise and educational, when it came to certain things, and he talked about, you know, friends will backstab you, and he doesn't have much friends. And then he got really like deep with it and talked about how he had a bunch of friends, and like, I don't want to put his business out there, but like they did some shit, like they just they pulled what's that song where it goes like, get that bread, get that head, and then they leave. Yeah, that's the song. But they didn't get no head. Like, they come around him, they took that bread, and they leave. Like, they left. Like, they didn't come back. And he tried these other things. That's why you don't keep friends. And then he got raised in the middle, and I told him my take on, like, friendship and stuff like that. And then, like, that was pretty much it. So fast forward, he drove me home. He was like, I really enjoyed hanging out with you as a friend. And I honestly, genuinely said, me too. Because, like, it was pretty cool. It was pretty chill. I enjoyed it. So, like, I was down to hang out again. So I was like, sure, like, let's hang out again.